Make sure you watch my entire video. Mr. Smith sings Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at the end.
Hey boys and girls, would you like to learn how to draw the most famous reindeer of all? Who is it? It's Rudolph, that's right. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you want to learn how to draw him, you need to just watch. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell, share it with a friend, and come back again.
First, we're going to go around and around and try to create an oval for his head. Now, we're going to make 2 straight lines coming straight down for his neck. Now we're going to make curving lines for his body. One going to the left, one going to the right. Now make a smiling face and a second smiling face, and we're going to put 3 circles on them. This is the collar. You see, even Mr. Smith corrects himself sometimes by using his eraser. So it's alright to correct and erase. Now we're making an oval for his nose, and we're going to come down with a straight line for his mouth and another smiling face. I'm going to make a circular shape for Rudolph's snout. Okay, I'm going to make a frown and I'm going to make a smiling face, which will end up looking like a football shape. Inside of that, I'm going to make his pupils, which are his eyes, so he can see at night to help Santa on his way. I'm making curving lines for his eyelashes. Now, after I finish those, I'm going to make some more frowns and a smiling face. We're kind of making almost the same kind of shape for his ears, and we're going to double it with another shape inside. We're going to make his antlers, which are 2 curving lines. Then we're going to curve it around and bring it out, curve it, bring it back in, bring it down, curve it around, down a little nub and hit the head. Bring it around, bring it down, curve it around and bring it down. Rudolph has 2 antlers. I'm done drawing Rudolph. Now I'm going to outline, and while I'm outlining and coloring him in, I'm going to tell you the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. There were many reindeer at the North Pole where Santa lived to deliver toys and gifts to children on Christmas Eve. He chose 8 of his best reindeer to pull his sleigh. His team of reindeer included Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. Santa Claus fed them magical oats and corns so that they would fly high and fast. Santa divided his reindeer into 2 smaller groups, one with male reindeer and the other with female. Each had a different personality and interests. Santa had another little reindeer named Rudolph. He was the son of Donner and Blitzen. Rudolph had a big bright red nose, and it was not a regular nose at all. Other reindeer laughed at Rudolph and called him names and never let him join in their fun and games. That made Rudolph very lonely and sad. One day before Christmas, Rudolph went to Santa Claus and asked if he could be on a sleigh team. Santa loved Rudolph very much, but pulling the sleigh all over the world is a very hard job. So he advised the little reindeer to stay at home and wait until he grew up. Overhearing this story, the other reindeers giggled and laughed at him. They said that children would scream and cry if they saw his big bright red nose. Hearing this, Rudolph became very shy. He hid his unique nose in shame and walked back to his home. On Christmas Eve, a huge snowstorm hit just 1 hour before Santa Claus set off. The sky turned dark, the wind blew strongly, and the weather became foggy. What would happen to Christmas? Santa was quite worried. He was afraid he couldn't deliver the Christmas gifts to the children in such bad weather. Santa called on his sleigh team to set off early, but it was so dark that he couldn't see the road. The sleigh got stuck in the trees and then hit the rocks. Christmas could be canceled because of the storm, and if it happened, the children would be disappointed. Suddenly, Santa remembered Rudolph with his bright, shiny nose. He thought that the nose was so bright it could act as a strong light to guide him on his sleigh. Santa ran to Rudolph to wake him up. The little reindeer was surprised and delighted when he saw Santa. His nose even glowed more brightly than usual. Santa asked him to lead the other reindeers pulling his sleigh. Then Rudolph led the sleigh team on that dark night through the harsh wind and thick fog. But the brave little reindeer still tried his best to fly fast. The other reindeer followed Rudolph's big shiny nose to stay on track. Admiring Rudolph's bravery, they also tried their best to fly faster. As the sun rose and the fog began to melt away, Santa had already delivered all the Christmas toys to the children all over the world. Santa and the sleigh team were warmly welcomed by everybody. When they arrived home, Christmas was saved and Rudolph was the hero of the day. Santa Claus presented Rudolph with the Medal of Honor for his bravery. He became the youngest and the bravest reindeer to ever join Santa's sleigh team. From then on, everybody loved Rudolph. The other reindeers never laughed at him and called him funny names again, and Rudolph became very proud of his bright red nose. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeers loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the Red-nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history.